You have a bear's tripod.
I'm Miriam Bradley. I'm going to read this piece from my book, You Ain't From Here, Are Ya? Reflections on Southern Culture from an Outsider. And this one is called Southernisms 101. I was only half listening to the conversation, so at first I thought I had misunderstood when my coworker said, "She sure enough showed out last night." "She what?" I asked, perplexed. "She showed out last night," my coworker repeated. My befuddled mind searched for a possible meaning. She showed out? What does that mean? What did she show out, I asked. I could feel my eyebrows climbing towards the top of my head. Now it was my coworker's turn to look confused. She acted out, she explained. Understanding dawned. Oh, she threw a temper tantrum. I had been stymied by another Southernism. This scenario isn't unusual for me. The difference between Southern and Western accents is challenging enough, but with the occasional Southernism thrown in, it can lead to confusion, comedy, or both. One of the most confusing sets of phrases for me is the cut off, cut on pair. While I had never heard cut off the lights, the concept was reasonable. If you flip the switch or turn off the light, it cuts the electricity, so cut off the lights makes sense. However, cut the lights on makes no sense at all to me. If you're cutting the power, how can you expect it to come back on? It's just a literalist thing, I guess. Another one that makes me chuckle is, I'm going to carry Grandma to the store today. In my mind's eye, I see Grandma either on a person's back or in his arms, being carried into the grocery store. Ah, the grocery store. That reminds me of another one, the buggy. Out west, a buggy is an old-fashioned mode of transportation or something you push a baby in. The cart at the store is called, boring as it may seem, a grocery cart. Besides, bless her heart, my favorite Southernism is the phrase that's used when words won't do. That has to be the most useful Southernism ever invented. My husband also tells me not to try talking with a Southern accent. He says I'm not very good at it, and it's painful to listen to. I think he's right, because whenever I try, I see the same pained expression on other faces that he gets on his. When I went home to South Dakota, though, my niece informed me, "You are starting to sound like those cousins that came to visit from down south." This surprised me, since I'm sure I don't have an accent. Then I realized it's the phrases I'm picking up. The Southernisms like bless her heart, y'all, and don't be telling me that. They're contagious, you see, and so I told my 13-year-old nephew, now don't y'all be going and doing any growing while I'm gone. I don't want to come back here and find you grew 6 inches and your voice has done changed. Don't be doing that to me now, you hear? If you do, I just might have to show out a bit.